West Michigan is home to a growing music scene full of young performers eager to grow their careers.
But there are crooks lying in wait, con artists trying to take advantage. Tonight, Target 8 investigator Henry Erb has the story of one local musician who hopes his story serves as a warning to others.
Gotta get my family right, live like not my attention.
West Michigan musician Christopher Griffin is known professionally as Sturfer.
It all started with the guy's nephew. He DM'd me on Instagram saying that he liked my music.
That was good news to Sturfer because he put up some of his videos on YouTube, hoping to draw fan interest. A couple weeks later, he got an email.
His so-called uncle emailed me saying, hey, my nephew told me about your music.
The guy said he was a music promoter and he had a deal.
I'm interested in signing to this record label.
The so-called promoter talked about a tour, a $50,000 signing bonus, and $500,000 in marketing and promotion to push Sturfer's music career nationally.
Me being so excited, thinking this would be my big break, I'm like, yo, I'm interested.
But he was also cautious. When he got this contract in his hands, he passed it by his lawyer, John Schlinker. Red flags were waving wildly.
One of the things was that in the amounts of money that they referred to it as like $50K, like literally with the K in the contract. I've never seen that before.
The contract IDs the company as Black Label LLC, and the man ID'd himself as its CEO, Jasper Sy. That's a real company and a real name, but just not in the music business.
It's a legitimate company in Las Vegas, and they make hats.
The fake promoter stole the hat maker's name and company info. When the attorney contacted the real Jasper Sy, he found that he'd heard from other performers who were trying to track down the so-called promoter too. The hat-making Black Label even put a warning on its website. Sturfer said he wasn't surprised.
I kind of figured it was all a scam.
Since Sturfer caught on to the scam before the crooks sank the hook, we don't know exactly what he was after. Maybe stealing his victim's identity or getting access to his bank account, or requiring some upfront cash. But it was enough for Sturfer to go public to warn other musicians on West Michigan's hot music scene.
West Michigan's music scene has exploded over the last 5 to 10 years.
Music journalist John Sinkovich tracks the music scene as publisher of Local Spins. He says many West Michigan acts are signing record contracts and touring nationally and overseas. Musicians are moving here from places like Chicago and Nashville, where the living is cheaper and the music scene is friendlier and less competitive. And it's attracting national attention.
That makes us more of a target, I think, in terms of trolling by these unsavory people who are essentially looking for maybe a way to make a quick buck.
Sinkovich recommends young music acts talk to people in successful bands to find out who they deal with. He says that if they really want to be successful in the music business, they have to run their careers as a business.
That means if you get offered something out of the blue, be leery of it.
Sturfer was, and he avoided a soul-crushing ripoff down the road.
This is my dreams, my passion.
Despite that, he was able to contain his excitement at being noticed by someone offering a deal. It's advice he offers other young performers.
When you're excited, you got to humble yourself in any situation, in general. So not just this scam in particular, just anything generally. So just humble yourself in any situation. You just can't jump to anything.
I'm Target 8 investigator Henry Erb.